everyone. My name is Iggy Yao, just call Iggy, and my major is advertising. But today I don't want to talk ads, and today I'm going to talk about the spark of life. I think I choose the strange title because this listening is very hard to me, but I try to do that. Okay, let me get down the business. And this topic title is British scientists driven to find spark of life. It's an interview. It's an interview from Fresh Air by Thierry Gross on the NPR website, and she talked about one new book, Smart of Life. It's
The name of the book is Spark of Life?
Yeah.
Okay.
They talk about this book.
Okay, and when is the date of this interview? The date, the time?
September 14th, I think.
Of
Yeah.
2012?
Yeah, this year.
Okay.
This book, this book is Spark of Life, by Francis Ashcraft. And let me introduce a little bit about this author. And she is Francis Ashcraft, and she is a physiologist, and she is a professor of physiology at Oxford University. So I think she is very. I think she looks like a very nice and kindness, and her 1984 statistical breakthrough involves a smart of life and about electricity in the human body, and
So she's talking about the electricity in the
human body.
okay.
Yeah.
And is she doing that in the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And in this listening, they talk a lot of information about this book, especially about electricity in the human body. But the time of presentation is limited, so I can't see all points of listening here. And I just choose three questions. What did they say? Because I think I will use a lot of times of a word about this electricity.
Right. So the interview is too long for you to tell everything. So
and,
you picked 3 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
And all of information about the physiology.
Okay.
So that's too hard.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I just choose these three questions and what they talked. And first one is electricity functions in the human body. Why? The people's ability to hear and is because there are many cells in ears, and that are converting the sound waves into an electrical signal. And the brain can extemporate as sound. I think it's amazing things because we can hear and we can see something, we something, and we can speak something. And that I think the sound is down to the electrical signals that are occluding in the nerve cells in brain. So everything is down to electricity. And the second, electricity is a human body. How? In this interview, the author said, by electricity is similar, but not in dental. And the space is very different. So the electricity can go around one the speed, and in the electricity it can be go around 184,000 meters a second, and but in our body it just very lower. And second question is what's the relationship about electricity and pain? There are things origins, and there are just ending of nerves in our skin, and so we can and so it detect pain, and we can feel the electricity in our body. But in my opinion, I think in this listening, it's not just to talk about a lot of information of the statistical physiology, and I think it also to talk about the life and how to alive, because this listening is too hard. But why I choose this in the last week? Because I attract deeply on this name of a spark of life, and usually if you looked deep book about the scientist, and maybe you think it's very boring, and you think this very boring, and maybe you feel sleepy. But if you think about this title about a spark of life, you can understand why we can see and hear and speak and a lot of things. So I want to say electricity electricity makes our life is very wonderful and exciting. Let us to show a short animation, and maybe you can easy to know the electricity.
That's
Okay.
Gail
Yeah, it's fun,
at her
right?
party. That's
So-
Gail at the party, right? At the party, Gail, when you drink too much in America.
And so, this little man is shaking, and because he drank one bottle, but it's made by this machine. So, finally, you probably don't think of yourself as powered by electricity, but you are. As we see that from animation, and everything is a result of electrical activity in our nerve and muscle cells. So I said, like we can see everything we see and hear and think and speak, whatever. Okay, I think this title is talk about a lot of statisticity. It's a talk about lot of information, and I think you will learn something about electricity in the human body. And thanks very much. Do you have any questions?